something else I've been watching. I've been watching that. I have watched the Jeffrey Epstein documentary.
Yeah, I watched it.
Ooh,
Nah,
not for you.
not for me.
Bit dark, isn't it?
It's dark. Is the island? Lovely island.
I'd love an invite.
Mini break.
But did you?
For you, it would be all right. But
What? Hang on. Why?
he didn't invite guys to do anything, did he? So the island would be lovely for you.
You're making that sound like I'm a nonce. Like for you,
no,
that island would be perfect.
Stevie sounded a lot like he was really into, like he saw nothing wrong with the island.
No, listening back.
That was a really nice travel vlog show.
No, like as in because he's dead now and nothing's happening there.
Yeah.
It's just a lovely island to go to.
All right, so let me ask you this, yeah? So the island costs like 4 million or something, right? It's now
Yeah.
worth 20 million, right? If somebody said to you, you can have the island, but it is drenched in that history, would you have the island?
Yeah. Well, you'd change it.
Can
You'd
I-
make something new with it.
Can I sell it and buy a different island?
Yeah, but there's
not
got to be
Nancy.
there's got to be other places that have some bad history that they've turned it around.
You've got to keep the island exactly the same.
I'd like to think I'm the man for the job. I can
I don't know if I
make things
could.
less noncy.
I'd love an island, but I don't know if I could be there being like, oh, Epstein sort of walked.
You don't have to
these-
go there if you own it, do you? You can get someone else to sort shit out over there.
Rent it out.
I'm not saying no.
But
Oh,
then
so I have
the
to go
people
live
that are gonna
there as
rent
well?
It aren't the ones you want to rent it to, are they?
No, yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe you're a bit screwed on
Do,
that island.
do you know he used to dig up or get someone to dig up all the palm trees, didn't he? On the I was listening to a podcast.
Oh, to
about
move
this.
them around.
Yeah, did you hear about this?
Nope.
There's like all these palm trees on like the circumference of the island. And he used to get like quarterly or something. He'd get them to move all the positions of where all the trees were, in case like the FBI and that had set up long range cameras to look in and stuff.
There's got to be a bit there where you're going, this is getting a bit out of hand, isn't it? When you're moving palm trees to hide your nonsense.
Yeah, but he was fully prepared.
You got me. I don't know. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of history here.
Well, that was quite a weird thing about like the guy that was in that documentary. There was a guy who worked on the island as a pool cleaner, and he said one day he saw it might have been Prince Andrew with the young girl, and someone else said, isn't she about the age of your daughter? And he was like, that's the last day I ever went. And I was like, up to that point, you knew what was happening.
Exactly.
Like-
exactly. That's what Fiona said. Because I said to her, I was like, oh, good on him just for leaving though. And she was like, what?
Yeah.
But he's only just realised that they're the same age as his daughter. Because he said, now I don't know the man, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to throw him under the bus. But I mean, if you're working on an island where loads of young girls are walking around naked all the time, that wouldn't be the moment when you decide to leave. When someone goes, "Oh, they're probably about the same age as your daughter," you would have gone long before then.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of questions.
Yeah,
It's a
my
lot of-
my favorite thing about the whole documentary is at the end of every episode, it would say Ghislaine Maxwell, so his partner in crime, essentially, denies all allegations, has nothing to do with any of it, and then now she's been arrested.
Yeah. yeah.
And at the end of every episode, you're like, every single person has consistently said she was doing this, she was doing this, and I'm just going, no, she wasn't, and now apparently she's being very compliant. So Prince Andrew's quaking in his boots, isn't he?
Legally, they had to put that in the documentary.
Yeah.
Because nothing had been proven.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think we all
But
kind of
that's
know.
obviously that's obviously them having to go to her to let her comment though, and she's saying no.
Do you reckon they're going to probably do the same to her as they did with...
I was talking about this at work. If she suddenly commits suicide, it's a bit mental, isn't it?
Yeah. Because she could now expose all the stuff that Epstein was going to expose, like with the little black book and that.
Even on the off chance that Epstein did actually commit suicide, if she suddenly pops off, that's mental.
But then also, I don't know who would do anything about it. Like if she now, because look, no, I don't think anyone we know believes that Epstein killed himself, right?
Yeah.
What have we done about it? Nothing. We can't.
We
just
can't,
go. Oh,
no.
yeah. So if they do now kill her, but I'm sure some famous leaders and stuff might be thinking, oh, is she now going to drop me in it? And you would just kill her, wouldn't you?
Well, we'll see in the next couple of weeks, probably.
Yeah. Have you? Did you hear? I'm not going to go into it, but did you hear any of the names in Epstein's black book?
Yeah, some of them
Well
are a
weird.
bit mental.
I'll tell you, if I was Epstein, yeah, and I was just an absolute monster, right? Hang on, right?
Where's this
Yeah.
going?
Hear me out, right? And I knew they were going to kill me. I'd just spend the last few days writing some random names in there.
Add on anyone on there.
Yeah,
Do you know what I think would be
Neil
cool?
Queen.
Warnock.
Do you know what I thought I might do if I'm going to die? Is like schedule loads of YouTube videos, and I'd like This is all the gossip I've known, and I could do a few real things first of all, and then just make stuff up.
Yeah.
Towards it, because everybody go, what's going to be the next revelation and all this? Again, the news, wouldn't it? But particularly if some of these things were proven to be true.
Yeah.
And then you could just say anything because you'd be dead. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
You could say anything about
That's
anyone.
so good.
You would
Can
be
you
ruining
Yeah.
people's lives, though.
No, because you could just say things that wouldn't completely fuck their life, but just somewhat be an irritant.
Did I tell you about the time I considered ruining some bloke's life for no reason? I didn't do it. Because I'm not mental.
No.
Sinister.
So I was my friend Jim's best man, and he was getting, and he said, "Do you want to be best man?" I said, "Oh, that's really great." He goes, "Oh yeah, his wife's French because you got to do the speech half in French." So I thought, "Oh, I'm not doing that." So I just made a video about his life where we went to all his family and friends and just made this like a documentary because then I could subtitle it in French. I could get drunk on the day and wouldn't have to worry about the speech, and it was. And everyone's happy, sort of thing. So I did that, and we went down early in the morning to his old childhood home with some of his friends from school, and we're filming outside there.
Oh,
And he
I
doesn't
remember
live there
this.
anymore. But and some bloke said, "Oh, what are you filming here for?" And for a second, I thought I could just say, "Oh, the guy in that house. Well, I'm from the news. The guy in that house is like a notorious paedophile or something. I'll make something up about him. This random person, and then I go away, and I'd never know what had happened. I didn't do this." But like, there'd be a rumour. This guy wouldn't know because no one's probably going to question him. But all his neighbours just suddenly stopped talking to him, and he never know why. I could just ruin some bloke's life. I didn't do it though because I'm not mental.
Just thought about it.
Yeah.
It's like this. I can't remember. I was watching this comedy show, and they said that the comedian on there said that he got a note through his door, and he had the note there, and it was just a blue pen that said, "I know where you live." And he was like, "Fucking hell, that's like the scariest note I've ever had." And then he was leaving his street one day, and his neighbour come out and went, "Have you had anything random, like weird to put in your door?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then the guy got out the note and went, "I've got one, but mine's written in orange." And then so they went round the neighbours, and everyone had just had a letter saying, "I know where you live." And he was like, "That doesn't really matter now."
What I also
you could put
find
that in. You could put that in any door, and it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, because you've put it in their door. Of
Yeah.
course you know where they live.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say this is someone I know when they're at uni. They had this guy that they knew who was always really skint. Like this is a friend of a friend. He's always really skint, always desperate for money and all this. And they're in a pub one night and they went, "All right, well, you need some." This guy's going, "I'm so skint, need some money." He goes, "I tell you what, we'll give you £100 if you will stalk someone for 3 days." And like, and they go, "What we want?" I go, "That bloke just putting a random bloke in a pub. When I want to know in 3 days' time, I want a dossier. I want to know where he works, where he lives. I want to know everything about this bloke's life. I want to hear." And then you have £100. So this bloke just went around, just like followed the bloke home from the pub, and just didn't interact with him, but just followed him like basically for like days. I went, "There you go. This is
What?
the document that wrote down this whole thing all about this bloke's life." And then they gave it to the guys, and the guys put it through his door.
No.
How bad's that? How bad's that?
Wow.
Imagine getting a document through your door.
That would make you paranoid for life.
Yeah, that's where the story goes dark. It's quite a funny. It's quite
Yeah,
a
I was
funny.
asked.
Yeah, it's quite a funny thing for me. Oh, I just found this. It's just
Yeah.
banter, but then they went. Probably
Wow. Well, that's for the trailer.
Yeah.
That is mental.
Welcome back to Happy Hour.
Yeah.